Hello.
Are we here this time?
I think we've done it. The way to upgrade the candle for this very extra special online meeting of this very private organization, I now call the scam meeting into order.
Here we go. All right. You got a peek behind the curtain just a moment ago. Welcome to Scam, everybody. It's Thursday once again, and that means it's time for the Society of Conjurers and Magicians to meet. I'm one of your co-hosts, Patrick Davis, and sitting right next to me,
Harrison Greenbaum. How you doing? You can follow him at Magical Pat. You can follow me at Harrison Comedy on Instagram and Twitter. We hope you've had a good week.
I hope so. I'm back from the undisclosed location I was at last week. I'm back in my usual undisclosed location. And I am really excited about tonight's show.
Me too. We have incredible performers from all across the country. And by that, I mean one from New York and two from Philadelphia. So about an hour apart. Yeah,
it's across a part of the country, but still a part of the country. What I'm most excited for tonight is our virtual audience. Let's bring them right now. Let's get them in. We've got them from all over the place. We've got Lacey Napier, Dean, and there's one more. I know there is. There it is, Vincent, right there. Well,
that's all right. Lacey, where are you from?
Louisville, Kentucky.
Louisville, Kentucky. That's fantastic. I'm a big fan of Kentucky. It's weird for a state to be anti-gay, but also its initials to be KY.
Yeah, that is quite a contrast there.
And Dean, where are you from?
I am a resident of the suburbs of Chicago right now.
The suburbs of Chicago. Okay. We can change your name to just be Suburbs Chicago. And that's Illinois. And that's for Dean. There you go. Check it out. Now we know where you're from. Suburbs? ?
Always good to have those in there. Vincent should be joining us. It seems like maybe he's lost internet connection or at least a camera connection. But we'll try and get him back a little bit later. For those of you watching the show for the first time, this is our virtual audience. They are the eyes and ears for all of you all watching along at home. These are not magicians. They are audience members just like yourself. But occasionally magicians might need somebody to help them out with a trick or an effect. These guys are going to be the guys we turn to. So thank you guys so much. We could not do the show without you. We're going to say goodbye for the moment, and we'll see you guys.
We tried one time, episode 1 of Scam, the lost episode. There's a reason it is lost.
Yes.
And a shout out, by the way, to everybody who's watching at home. We have St. Louis, Missouri in the house. That's Topher. I say Topher extra loud because there's an accent mark over the O. So it's Topher. I think that's how it's pronounced. Ian Kent, longtime friend of the scam. Jim Finkelmeyer, Ian Kent, KY, Brad Balchunas, yay, scam, and John Costello, who was waiting, but doesn't have to wait much longer because we have an incredible show. And these performers, of course, are doing this for free. And there's not much magic work to go around. So if you'd like to make a donation to the show, it gets split amongst the performers. It's Venmo at Harrison Greenbaum. And if the scam merchandise is only for scam members. So if you are a scam member, we encourage you to purchase the merchandise. And if you're not a scam member, we encourage you to purchase the merchandise, but then to burn it. You are allowed to buy as much scam merchandise as you want, even if you're not a member, but only scam members are allowed to wear it. So the key is to buy it, then burn it. Use the code SCAM4GOOD. If you use Scam for Good, you get a discount, but not only do you get a discount, a percentage of the profits for each and every one of your purchase goes to 3 different charities: Black Lives Matter Global Initiative, the Loveland Foundation, and Campaign Zero, all incredible charities that help out the social justice cause. And so we encourage you to help them out. And you get to look good while doing it. We have this wonderful one. Look at this guy. That's pretty sweet.
Look at that. It's a t-shirt.
This one's really important because it says, definitely not in a secret society. What better way to tell people that you're not in a secret society than a shirt that very clearly says not in a secret society? And if you'd like to buy that or sign up for our email list, please don't visit this website.com. Don't visit it. It says it so clearly. Please don't visit this website and sign up for our email list. All right, Patrick, are you ready to introduce our first performer? Because I am
super excited. I am super excited to introduce our first performer. He's a incredibly good friend of mine here in New York City. I've worked on multiple shows with him, including Monday Night Magic down in the West Village and Speakeasy Magic in Chelsea at the McKittrick Hotel. Always love having this guy on the show. He was I believe he was a part of our very first Scam Online, and we are incredibly excited to have him back. Please welcome to the show, Mr. Alex Boyce.
Hi there.
Gentlemen of Scam, hello.
Welcome back.
Welcome.
Long-time viewers know, I believe you're quarantined with one George Foxborough. You've taken it upon yourself to take care of one of the oldest members of Scam. And so for that, we salute you.
Thank you. Yeah, George is doing well. I check up on him every day, and he's still very confused about what's happening. Has no clue either about the pandemic or the social uprising and moment to address the social issues right now. So
I think that's for the best. I don't want to startle him with bad news, and also I assume he's deeply racist.
Yeah, he's just incredible sleight of hand artist. I'm not sure the world's quite ready for his thoughts.
No, we don't need to ask George what his opinions on that are.
It's best not. Well, Alex, I'm excited to have you back on the show. Show us what you got here this week.
Thank you. Well, thanks for everyone joining us tonight and watching, tuning in. I thought I'd begin with a little game, and then we can build up to mystery. You don't want to jump headfirst into earth-shattering wonder. Let's dip our toes in, maybe get to know each other first. We'll get to the magic, okay? So a little game first. And I'm sure you've all heard of the pea in the shell, or the ball in the cups. We have to follow the ball into the cups, or maybe even 3-card Monty, and we have to follow the queen. It's all versions of the same game. You're trying to follow an object. And I think the simplest version is which hand. And tonight I thought we'd play with a little white pocket knife. And it's a simple tool, but elegant. And, of course, there's lots of debate. I'm sure you've heard about whether you should carry a white pocket knife after Labor Day. And I'm going to leave that kind of debate for another night. Tonight we'll just play the game. So I'm going to ask for some of our live audience to join us on screen so they can play along with this game a little bit here. I see Lacey, and Vincent can join us now, and there's Dean. Hi there. So let's begin. I'm just going to begin at the top there, Lacey. It is a game, but you have nothing riding on. This is just for fun. Like I said, we're just getting to know each other, all right?
All right.
So, Lacey, which hand is the white knife in? Is it in my left hand, or is it in my right hand, Lacey?
Right now it's your left hand.
You think in my left hand?
Yes.
Yes, maybe the blade gave it away, but listen. Did you hear that?
Yes.
That's the sound of your defeat, because now, ready, Dean? Dean, which hand is the white knife in? Is it my left hand, Dean, or my right hand? The left hand or right hand?
I would say left hand.
Oh, Dean, it's not my left hand, but see, that's also not my right hand. That's the black knife. Now, I'll clue you in on this one. I'll clue you in. So there's the knife in my hand, and then in my pocket is the other knife. And you see, we'll slow this down. I know, we'll slow this down. Vincent is the black and the white knife. If this is here, what's in this hand?
Nothing.
Vincent, it's the white knife. I'm trying to. Okay, Vincent, I want to trick you for the world. I'm a nice guy. Okay, so Vincent, with that newfound confidence, what's in this hand?
White knife.
And what's here?
Black knife.
That's wrong. And yet. Now, it might still be a lot to follow. We'll get rid of one of the knives and do this last one. Right here at the tips of my fingers with my sleeves pulled back, I encourage you, look through your screen as close as possible, because this is what you'll talk about tomorrow morning. So now we've gotten through the game, we can get to the mystery, like I said. And I'm sure you've all wanted to know what someone's thinking before. Maybe someone across the dinner table from you. Maybe someone in the corner office. Maybe the teacher at the front of the class, or what that guy possibly was thinking when he said that thing to you that one day you remember. And it's one thing when they're right in the room with you, because you can see the way they breathe or the way they move. And we know that these things tell us about how that person is thinking or feeling subconsciously. But what if they were in the next room, right? Or what if they were a mile away or 5 miles away or 110, 1,000 miles away. And I thought this would be the right opportunity to take advantage of that. Let's see what we can do with that right now. And so you're all a good ways away from me, at least as far as I know. I'm in New York here. And so let's, I'm going to ask you all in the room here to think of something. And let's stay in my domain. So let's think of a playing card, please. Think if it's a red card or a black card, a heart or a diamond, a club, a spade, king to an ace. And just think of that. And I have a deck of cards here that must correspond to whatever card you're thinking of. And along with that is a piece of cloth. And this might not make sense right now, but it will in a moment. This is a piece of cloth. It's square. Did you see that? I practiced that for a long time. I want to show you that again. Okay, so each one of you is thinking of a card. Let's just, at the top, Lacey, you're thinking of a card?
Yes.
Yes. It acts as if it's a blindfold underneath the cloth, so I can't even see the cards. If I was to reach underneath and pull out the card you were thinking of, well, that'd be something to write home about, right? But let's take it even further than that. Instead, we'll take all the cards and wrap them up in the cloth so I can't even touch the cards. And now, under these impossible circumstances, Lacey, now individually, please think of your card. If it's a red card or a black card, you don't need to say anything out loud. Just think of that, please. And if it's a club, a spade, a heart, or a diamond, whatever the suit is. And then finally, the value. Okay, thank you, Lacey. I think you're doing a great job at this. And if this works, you deserve just as much credit as I do. So with the heat of my finger, I'll form a small hole in the bottom of the cloth, just big enough for one card to melt through the very fabric, because the fabric begins to open up, just so one card can melt through the fibers of the cloth. And you begin to see it coming through there. One card melting through as if the fabric was opening up, as if it was a pore, and one card can melt through the cloth. And I hope it's not just any card, because you see the hole is gone, 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 and there's one card at the tips of my fingers. And Lacey, for the very first time out loud, what is the card you're thinking of?
4 of diamonds.
What was that?
The 4 of diamonds.
The 4 of diamonds.
Oh my gosh.
Mind reading, long distance. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. There's a whole lot of show left to see. I hope you join us for that. Some really great friends of mine with some incredible magic, and I'm going to hand it back to our hosts.
Excellent. Fantastic job, Alex.
Thank you very much.
Alex,
I was definitely not just in the middle of putting finishing touches on your award, because
I
these
hope
awards
not.
are planned years, if not decades in advance.
Somebody
Yes,
has
of
a great
course.
private chat. Great. Go ahead and give him the award, Harrison.
Well, you know what? I'm going to make a guess, and we did not work this out in advance. But I'm going to guess that Alex's performance was so good that we both have awards for him. Is that possible?
It could be possible. It very well could be.
All right, well, I'll start with my award. And then
The rare double award, Alex.
the rare double.
To hand this to you tonight.
How exciting.
Yeah. In Scam, they actually call this the double award. That's the technical term. It's
really
also
just
the
the same thing
non-technical.
I just said. Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty heavy. I'm going to tell you, it's going to cost a fortune to ship to you, but it will be worth it because it is the, if you can see, there we go. I'm going to guess you've read 65 to 75% of those books behind you tops award.
It's a great and very honest award, and probably very true.
Probably
It'll
very
sit
true.
perfectly on that bookshelf, reminding you that you need to read some more of those.
I need to up my quarantine reading. Yeah, absolutely.
And I have to say, I think you're incredibly lucky to win this one. This is there was a lot of competition for this one, but I think you pulled it off beautifully.
Wow.
This award goes to the magician who is brave enough to try black and white tricks in 2020. A lot of magicians are trying it right now and not doing quite as well as you did. And I think you earned this bad boy that we will be sending to you shortly.
I don't think I can say anything right now.
That's
Thank
probably
you.
the most appropriate thing.
Fair.
Thank
This is the internet, and it will live forever.
Absolutely, absolutely. Alex, thank you once again for coming on the show. We always love having you. We're going to play a game a little bit later. Can you say
Thank you, Stammers. I'm looking forward to the game.
Excellent. We'll see you a
Fantastic.
little bit later.
See you then.
Oh, I love Alex Boyce. He's the best.
Yeah,
he's so
always
good.
good to have on.
He's so good. And it makes me mad how young he is. It is very frustrating. He has accomplished so much for somebody who is 15.
Infuriating.
All right. Well, our next act is equally phenomenal. She's been on the show before. This is her second appearance on this scam. She's one of the founding members, if I'm not mistaken, of Scam Philadelphia, one of our most controversial chapters. They've lost their charter several times for reasons I don't think we're even allowed to disclose.
It's something else, and we are incredibly lucky to have her on tonight. So without further ado, let's bring her on. Please welcome to the show, Lindsay Noel.
Hello.
Hello. I thank you. I thought we weren't talking about our chapter, but isn't it a secret? Are we not supposed to let anybody know? Like, even if it closes down, maybe we just don't say anything. I don't know. Maybe I'm bad at secrets.
Well, the good thing is this is a very private meeting that is definitely not publicly accessible on both Facebook and YouTube in multiple areas.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. So they know about the Gravy Seals infiltration that happened with our chapter.
Absolutely.
Okay, well, I'm glad you guys are so understanding, and that even though that there's some real jabronis here in Philadelphia, that you didn't cut us all off.
Absolutely. Lindsay, take it away.
Thank you. Well, I feel like we should I know Alex touched on it, but we should talk about the fact that things have been different for a while now. Lots of us are doing things we haven't done a lot in a long time. For instance, I recently took up sewing again. A lot of people have, right? Even if you yourself aren't sewing masks, you probably have a friend or a coworker or maybe a family member or an acquaintance making them. They maybe even gifted you one. When you're sewing, there is a lot of time to reflect. Sure, it's enjoyable, but it's also really monotonous, so the mind, it wanders. These days, I spend a lot of time thinking about the state of the world. Mending is the nature of a seamstress. Creating a whole garment from bits of thread and cloth. But you can't just take a single piece, a strand of thread, if you will, and suddenly magically turn that into a whole garment. No. The cloth, which is really just woven bits of thread, right, needs to first be broken down so that something new can be created. We are the individual threads in the garment that is society. And while we have work to do right now, the breaking down, it feels a lot like falling apart. And it's hard work, and it takes a lot of introspection to figure out the problems, not just the world around us, but the stuff that we're kind of not dealing with inside, right? But that breakdown of what we used to know as we make way for what's next to come is a really important step in us curing the sickness we're dealing with right now. And I'm not just talking about the pandemic, the coronavirus, I'm talking about the pervasive amount of racism and systemic injustice that we deal with in the way life is set up in 2020. And while it's hard to get through that and figure out ways that you can be a part of the solution rather than the problem, if we're able to look within, take accountability, and make personal changes, that desire to grow and learn and be better together will help us begin to heal. Now, that was just a little bit of a serious metaphor piece, but I wanted to have a little bit more fun with everyone tonight. Before I move on to the fun bits, please don't forget to please get yourself some of the awesome merch to tell people nothing about what you are up to, because all of the proceeds from the merch go to Black Lives Matter Global Initiative, the Loveland Foundation, and Campaign Zero. Moving on, I'm going to need some help. We don't need to bring them up just yet, but we'll get there. People are having a hard time believing that COVID is real, yet they're real quick to jump on the internet and just gung-ho get behind every conspiracy theory. So I had an idea. I think people have a better chance of believing this whole situation is a real thing if we make a COVID-19 cryptid. Hear me out. I reached out to my friend. He is a professor of cryptozoology at the College of the Pacific Northwest. And he responded with this very high-tech science device with its directions taped conveniently on the front for our consumption. As you can see, it says directions for Latex Information Incubator. Hello, Lindsay. Inside this Latex Information Incubator, science, is your application for a COVID cryptid. It is printed on a special thought-transmitting paper developed right here at the Pacific Northwest College of Cryptozoology. Ask the folks at home questions about our elusive friend and say their answers aloud as you hold the Latex Information Incubator. Once you've named your cryptid, we'll pop the device and your application will be complete. Be careful what you wish for. Sincerely, Bob, Chair of the Department of Human Cryptid Relations at the College of the Pacific Northwest. Got it? Cool. Let's design this thing. Hello, Lacey and Dean and Vincent. How are you?
Good.
Good.
All right. Are you on board to create a frightening creature?
Yes.
Always.
Folks will believe is real. All right. Awesome. First question goes to Vincent.
Okay.
This is a two-part one. This is really hard, but I've got faith in you.
Okay.
You can call and help if you need someone there. Okay. Vincent, what kind of coat does the COVID cryptid have? Like feathers or fur or scale, something like that.
Okay. Plastic.
Plastic coat. And what color is this plastic coat?
Green.
A green, hold on. Green plastic coat. Okay. All right, great. Lacey, this one's for you.
Okay.
Nobody knows where the COVID cryptid hails from, but it is known to hide out where in the United States?
Inside caves.
Inside of caves. Well, but we have the Jersey Devil, which is in the Pine Barrens, and we have Sasquatch, which is out in the Pacific Northwest. What part of the country are those caves?
Appalachia.
Appalachian caves. All right. It hides in Appalachian caves. Okay. All right, Dean. This one's for you. Now, we know that this cryptid's name is COVID, but much like Bigfoot is a Sasquatch and the Jersey Devil is sort of like a man-bear-pig situation. What is the nickname of our COVID cryptid?
Nickname.
You can name it after an X if you want.
Tempting. Let's name him Max.
Max. The cryptid is also known as Max. Okay. I think, just make sure all of those thoughts are in there. COVID cryptid named Max in the Appalachian caves and a green plastic coat. All right. Are we ready to do this? Dean, would you also count to 3? I really hate popping balloons. I'm sorry, latex information incubators.
Of course.
Okay, on the count of 3.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, as you can see, there's a piece of paper on the table. Whew, I'm sorry, I'm still shaking. I will turn it to you so you can see it, but I will also read it aloud for the folks at home. Your cryptid is complete. The COVID, better known as Max, is elusive, but some can catch a blurry photo of its green plastic coat. No one knows its origin, but some say it now lives inside the Appalachian caves. Its only weakness is masks, so it can't hear you breathe. Be careful out there. Thank you all for your help. Hopefully, this adds some legitimacy to COVID, and if not, who knows? Thanks so much to Patrick and Harrison for having me. This has been so fun.
Lindsay, it's always a pleasure to have you on the show. Yeah, come back up here. Come back on here. Lindsay, that was great. That was terrific.
Thank you.
Everybody wear your masks to keep Max away.
What's up?
I was telling everyone to wear their masks to keep Max away.
Correct. That is the best and safest way to defeat this specific cryptid.
Yeah, there's a lot of people watching and sending love. Eric Jones Magic sending up hands.
Oh, hello. Hi, Eric Jones.
Mystique Jones saying, I love you, Lindsay. Heart, 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 you rock. Tim Finkelmeyer, clap, 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 clap. Ellis Cohen, thumbs up. And of course, Philly in the house with Willa Greenberg D'Souza.
Oh, hello, Willa. Oh, guys, thank you. This was such a wonderful way to spend time with you. Maybe I'll see you for something secret in a bit.
Oh, I think we will. You're going to stick around for the game?
I would be honored to.
Oh, so would we.
Anyway,
So would we.
Don't worry.
Excellent. All right, we'll see a little bit more of Lindsay in just a moment. Excellent there. Awesome. We are cooking. We are moving right along here. What's up next, Harrison?
Well, I think it would be nice. You should prove that you're not just a pretty face in a snazzy suit. Do you have a little mystery prepared for us, sir?
I think I might.
All right. Well, Patrick Davis, take it away.
Excellent. Yeah. Hi, folks. Longtime viewers of the show might recognize part of what I'm about to do here this evening. I did a variation on it a couple months back on an earlier episode of Scam. I'm not going to tell you which one. If you would like to see it, you can go back and watch it all yourself. But I made a few tweaks here as I've been in lockdown with not much else to do that I think makes this effect a little more fun, a little more fair, and a little more amazing. So I'd like to share this with you. I need two of our virtual audience. Let's get I see Dean is there. I would actually like to have the other two, just because, full disclosure, I don't want anyone digging around on the deep web and finding out that I am related to Dean. I have not seen him in a very long time, but I want to keep this trick as fair as possible. So we won't use him for my portion here, just to keep everything on the up and up. So Vincent and Lacey, we're going to go with you. Vincent, did I see your household is actually full of a lot more people earlier?
I can't hear your feed.
You can't hear me? No. Okay, that's going to make this a little more difficult here then. Yeah, maybe put those in the meantime. I was just checking to see if you had a few more people there with you. Still nothing there? I tell you what, we'll see about pulling. You know what? We can use Dean. I was trying to be fully fair there, but if we don't got Vincent, we can use Dean there. Welcome back, Dean. We've tapped you in off the bench there. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to lower this down just a little bit here where our playing field will be. We have two decks of playing cards. They're both brand new, both sealed inside the plastic. I'm going to have both of you make a couple of make some choices, and the choices will affect each other. Let's start with Lacey. Lacey, I have the two decks, the blue deck and the red deck. We're going to end up using both of these decks to complete this trick. But I want you to choose right now. Which one would you like to use?
Let's go with red.
You want to go with the red. I'm going to give you the chance right now. I don't want you to think I'm tricking you or influencing you. If you would like to change it to blue, you can, or we can stick with red. I want you to be confident in your answer.
We'll stick with red.
We'll stick with red. Wonderful. Excellent. So then that's the one we'll use. I'm going to move the blue one so we can still see it over here, so it remains on screen the entire time, but we won't use it just yet. Lacey said she wanted to use the red one. I'm going to take this knife here, I'm going to use it to cut open the plastic on this. Dean, this is where you're going to come in, because Lacey got to choose which deck we would use, but I'm going to let you pick the card. Now, frequent viewers of this show will know that one of the main problems we have here on Scam is getting people to fairly select playing cards. You know, if I were right there in front of you, I could spread the cards out, have you select one, reach out and touch one. Right now, we're not really touching each other. I'm going to get rid of the jokers. I'm also going to get rid of the information cards there. Since you can't reach out and just touch the card you want, select it right there. We're going to have to get a little bit more creative with how you select your card. Give these a couple of shuffles here just so we don't know the order of them. Dean, what I'm going to do is fan the cards out across this green mat here. I'm then going to take my finger and run them across the fan. And anywhere you would like me to stop and select a card, you'll just tell me to stop. Now, if you think I'm cheating, Dean, if you think I'm moving too fast or too slow, or you just don't like where we land, or you think I'm trying to influence which card we end on, don't be nice to me. Don't be fair. Just tell me to go back and we'll select a brand new card. You can tell me to go a little bit further, go back a little bit further. It's whatever you feel comfortable with. I want you to know that you are getting the card that you want. I'm going to fan the cards out here now. Right there. We'll move this down just a little bit more there. All right, Dean, I'm going to start running my finger across anywhere you'd like me to stop. Say stop.
Stop.
Dean, right here, we're stopped on this card. Do you want to keep this card, or do you want to go back and pick a new one? Do you want to keep going? What would you like to do?
For the sake of delays with our
Okay.
feeds, why don't we back up 4 cards?
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Do we want to keep it here, or do we want to change it?
I want to keep it there.
You want to keep it there. I'm going to slide this out of the deck. You know, had we kept going, we would have ended up with, what is that, the King of Hearts there. We've also got the King of Diamonds there. But you chose to keep to send us backwards. The one you landed on was the 10 of clubs. I want to make sure you can see that there, the 10 of clubs. This is your card. That was your decision. You made us go back and change it, all that kind of great stuff. We're going to take your 10 of clubs here, and we're going to take the rest of this red deck, and we're going to scoop it up because we don't need it anymore. Put that off to the side there. All we need now is this blue deck. The deck Lacey didn't choose. She could have chosen this one. She chose the red one. We're going to take Dean's 10 of clubs, the one he chose. Could have chose that, whatever the other 2 cards we showed was, but he didn't. He chose this one. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Now, I know it doesn't look like anything happened. But, Dean, this is no longer the 10 of clubs you chose. And we know that because the 10 of clubs you chose came from the red deck of cards. And this 10 of clubs has a blue back. And if this isn't the 10 of clubs you chose, the question then becomes, where is it? And if I take this same knife again, and we cut open the plastic of this blue deck, the blue deck that Lacey could have chosen a moment ago, but chose not to. We cut that, break that seal there. And we pour these cards out. Got to get that sticker off there. There we go. And we get rid of the jokers. And we get rid of the informational cards there. And we fan these cards out. We should see towards the middle of the deck there, one card is a different color than all the others. And it should match the card that Dean picked. In fact, it should be the exact card Dean picked, the 10 of clubs. Right there. We'll fan these out the other way so we can see all the cards right there, still in order. And if you'll notice, the one card that's missing is still that 10 of clubs, because like earlier, we pulled that out of the box, out of the deck right there. That's the trick right there, with a couple of decisions made by a couple of different people. Dean, Lacey, thank you so much. We'll try and get Vincent back in for the second half of the show. Thank you so much for helping me out there with that. A variation on a trick that I had done several months ago, but I think is a fun variation on that there. And I hope everyone enjoyed it watching at home.
Yeah, I think Ian Kent wanted some hot sauce, and you know what? I don't know if my body would allow it. I will say though,
not anymore. Definitely not.
We saw that episode. We did drink a lot of hot sauce, booze, and reveal deep dark secrets in order to raise money for Black Lives Matter, Global Initiative, Loveland Foundation, and Campaign Zero, which we're still raising money for. If you buy the merch, a percentage of those profits go to those great causes. So make sure you do it. But I will tell you, as hard as it was going down, the next day was perhaps harder. Would you agree, Patrick?
It was not fun. I thought the episode after the drinking episode where we just drank the entire time, I thought that next day was awful. Not nearly as awful as after hot sauce day.
Yeah. Lesson learned.
Yeah. Gonna, you know what? That's what we do. We live and we learn.
That's right. Well, I think I know what time it is. It's time for a magic game.
I think so too. Excellent. I'm excited to play this. This is a game we threw together. Let's bring Alex and Lindsay back in here. Got Alex and
while we wait for Lindsay to come back on, I do want to give you an award, Pat. Oh my God. I think she's been abducted by an alien race.
Or at least maybe the COVID creature.
Oh, I could be Max. Who knows?
She might be. She's not green, but she could still be Max.
Feel very underdressed.
I just wanted something understated, so I wasn't taking away from the game.
I'm not sure about the outfit, but I do want to do the time warp again.
Perfect. And I nailed what I was going for.
Excellent. Wonderful. All right. So the game we're going to play this week is Magic Charades.
Yeah.
Magic Charades. We pre-recorded this. That's not true. I'm singing it right now.
Caught ya. So the way this is going to work is Harrison and I are going to team up. Alex and I will be on one team. Harrison and Lindsay will be on another.
All right.
We're going to see how many of these we can get our partners to name within 60 seconds. So Harrison will be on the clock for mine and Alex's team. I'll be on the clock for Harrison and Lindsay's team. We'll start off by asking Alex to briefly close his eyes. A word, perhaps a name, will show up on the screen. I'll be seeing it for the first time. I'll then have to act it out until Alex guesses it. Once it does, I'll then close my eyes and a word will appear for Alex and he'll have to act out a thing for me. And we'll see how many of these we can get in 60 seconds. And then Harrison and Lindsay will have to try and beat that number.
That's right. I am so glad my partner is dressed the way Joe Exotic, I think, always wished he could.
This is actually from the Joe Exotic collection by Mr.
There we go. We're going to win. We're going to win.
Okay. Watch it.
I feel like
with Tigers.
Respectful talk only, please. Okay?
Everybody's
Serious game.
okay.
I'm going to say
Sportsmanship and Magic
I'm
Parade.
worried about our team just because I think our team might have a little bit of dignity. I'm just looking at our opponents right now, and I'm not.
There's a reason he's Alex Boyce and not Alex Menz. We're gonna win. I'm not a trash talker. All right, let's kick this thing off. You have 1 minute of back and forth magic charade action. We're gonna start with Patrick and Alex, so we don't have to. So Alex will cover his eyes now. I will grab my timer. That's right over here. I have my handy dandy stopwatch. On your marks. Get set. Go.
Okay, Alex, you take that away. Alex, you can look at me now.
2 words. First word. Pepper. Pepper's ghost.
Very good.
Pepper's ghost. Okay.
All right, Patrick, close your eyes.
Okay. Patrick. Yes. Under
Patrick, open your eyes.
3 words. First word. First part. Superman. Superhero. Second word. Second part. Second idea. Tarzan. A lion. Siegfried and Roy.
Yes.
Yes, correct. Alex,
Great.
close your
Close
eyes.
your eyes.
Alex,
Okay.
you can open
Take
your
it away,
eyes.
Alex, into the screen.
Sawing a lady in half.
Yes.
And time. That was exactly a minute. Exactly
right.
a minute.
I'm
For the next clue. I'm actually very happy that I didn't have to do that one.
Yeah,
I'm not saying that Lindsay and I are going to win, but Randy Shine is on our team in spirit.
Randy.
I'm just saying.
I hope to win your vote one day, Randy. I hope to win your vote.
All right. And Patrick, what I think worked really well is if you want to say close your eyes to the player that needs to close their eyes, and then as soon as it is off the screen, you can tell that player to open their eyes. That helps the flow quite a bit. And we are ready for you to set that timer off. I will act out the first one. Pray for me, everybody. Here we go.
Why don't you go ahead and close your eyes? And we'll start now.
Okay.
Knife throwing. Blade block. Fencing. Mask. Oh, Jeff McBride.
Yes. All right.
All right, Harrison, close your eyes. All right, take that away. Harrison, go.
Okay, my turn. Yeah, oh boy. I assume that's magic. You're hammering a nail in your nose and swords. The best guy, Todd Robbins. Is it Todd Robbins?
Yes, it is Todd Robbins.
Right.
Lindsay, close your eyes. All right, take that away. Lindsay, open your eyes.
2 words. First word. Oh, Max Maven.
There we go.
Harrison, close your eyes.
Oh, I have to look. Oh, okay. I got this. Go
All
ahead.
right, Harrison, go.
2 words.
Time's up.
Oh, man. What were you going to do, Lindsay?
Yeah, show us what you would have done.
Well, we all know it's quarantine, right? So, sounds like
Uh-huh.
Harry.
So, is it Harry Blackstone?
No.
That was like Harry. Barry?
No, Harry is the right first word.
Harry Houdini.
Correct.
There we
beautiful.
go. There
This
we
is
go.
great. This one, this guy.
Yeah.
It's a Houdini escape or a new magician coming into the universe.
Was anyone keeping score, or did we tie? What? I think we tied.
I believe it was a perfect tie.
But
Yeah,
just
we're
put it
gonna
out
have to
there, right?
time that game just a little bit better next time. Maybe give it 90 seconds on the clock. That minute goes by real fast.
It could go into a 30-second sudden death.
30 seconds sudden death. We'll do one each and see if the other person gets it. How about that?
All right. Well, how about you time how long it takes the other person to guess it? Whoever does it in the
Okay,
short.
that's what we'll do. We'll find out who
You
gets
know,
it
if
fast.
we plan these rules in advance, it is very clear.
Oh, it's
These are ancient scam traditions.
Ancient scam rules. It's been 5,000 years of the exact same games.
All right, per the
Sure
ancient
enough,
rules,
Max Maven was the first clue ever given 5,000 years ago.
it's quite
I
the
love
game.
history.
Because per ancient tradition, because Alex and I went first during the regular competition, you all will go first during sudden death. So this is just timing to see who can get their partner to guess it the fastest.
Right. So Lindsay's going to close her eyes, and then as soon as the clue is off, you're going to say go, and then I will have to act it out, and then you will give us a time of how long it took for me to get that to Lindsay. All right?
Okay.
I love it.
So
And
Lindsay, close your eyes. And let's see. Oh, wow. Okay.
all right,
This is
and
easy.
go.
Oh, is it Alex's voice? Shoot. Sounds like. Dan Sperry.
Yes.
26 seconds. 26
Yes!
seconds. All right, Alex. We can
26
beat
seconds. That was close to 30 seconds.
That's a hard one.
That's
that. Was
very
a
hard.
difficult one. That was a
I don't know
difficult
how
one.
you can do goth as a
Yeah,
clue.
how do you do God?
Oh, dear. No, every magician has this at some point, or their parents.
Yeah. All right. Reset the clock. Alex, go ahead and cover your eyes.
Okay, very good. Alex, you may open your eyes. Patrick, your time starts now.
Doug Henning.
God
Yes.
damn it. I think that was another tie. I think it's
No,
clearly a tie.
I think Alex and I
Very
won
tight.
that one.
Congratulations to Alex and Patrick. Patrick, by the way, winning this award, the top 2 hosts of Scam Online. You are one of the top 2 hosts of Scam Online. What a
Congratulations.
Did we not give Lindsay her award?
I don't think Lindsay got her award.
If you can pull it up, I'll start introducing our next performer. And Lindsay, your award is absolutely. I know it was sent to Harrison's apartment.
Oh my God! Yes, I have
I know
it.
you spare no
There's
expense.
a mountain of
Absolutely.
awards there. He's got
Absolutely. I definitely.
So Harrison, while you
No, this is great. I had to find it. I was looking down to find it, Patrick, but I found it. And I know it looked like writing. Ignore the Sharpie, but it was finding. And I found this award, which is not one of the top 2 hosts of Scam Online. She's one of the top acts of Scam Online, sure, but
Yeah.
not one of the top
Not a
hosts of
host.
Scam Online. That's just a fact, and we still love you.
Mazel.
I love you too. Thank you.
Mwah.
Mwah. Thanks,
Mwah.
guys.
All right.
Nice game, guys.
Alex, Lindsay, thank you for helping us out with the game there.
I love that outfit. It was like if Janet Jackson was also a leopard.
It was a lot, and I loved every moment of it.
Huge thanks to Alex and to Lindsay. And boy, speaking of Philadelphia Strong, Randy Shine is in the house. He's Philadelphia. D'Souza mentioned Philadelphia. And our final act
is also from Philadelphia. And I'm excited to introduce him. He is the inventor of an absolutely dazzling genre of magic called Ring-a-Street. And I am super excited to present to each and every one of you all right now the creator of the Masato rings. Please welcome to Scam Online, Mr. Masato.
Hello. I like that you have a name tag on the top, in the left corner, bottom left corner, and in the center.
In the center, yes. That's right. That's
How
right.
you doing?
Welcome to the show.
I just want to say something real quick, okay? This is freaking me out, okay? I've been a member for almost 2 decades now, and now we're giving in to the internet, and
we've resisted it a long time.
Right?
The pandemic forced our hand. This is unprecedented, but we figured it was more important to have these meetings than to worry about whether or not non-members could access them.
All right. Well, I mean, hey, it's a new day, huh? Okay.
That's
Change
right.
is good.
Change is good.
Well, I was one of the most valued members of the Philadelphia chapter of Scam. We cannot wait to see you perform. Mr. Masato, take it away.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, I will share with you my passion, my magic, my Masato rings. What I have here before you is 1, 2, 3, 4 separate and solid rings. If you watch close. And 1, 2. And that's 3. Now, as easily as they go together, you'll see they come apart. Even easier. Watch. That's 2. 2 and 2. And 1, 2, 3. You'll see the rings link right before your eyes. Keep an eye on the bottom ring. Watch the bottom ring. As you'll see it link. Did you blink? Watch it close. The bottom ring. Without touching. Huh? Now we got 1, 2, 3, 4 rings. That's 1. That's 2. 3. and 4. Watch closely without a sound. A little sound, huh? If you enjoyed that, you should love this. That's right. And that, my friends, is the magic of the Masato rings. Thank you very much.
Amazing.
Mr. Masato, that that's one of those beautiful pieces of magic that you just kind of sit there and watch with your mouth agape. Like that whole routine, the just the beauty and fluidity of it was just absolutely mind-blowing. And you just sit there and can't help but be in awe. And I thank you so much for sharing that with us here this evening.
I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much.
One quick question for you, by the way. Randy Shine, regular on the show. I don't know what this question means, so hopefully this is a question that makes sense to you. It is, why do people call you Mr. El Gato?
I cannot disclose that information.
Oh,
this is a private meeting only accessible to members of Scam. You can trust us with your secrets.
It's unacceptable. I cannot answer or disclose that information at all whatsoever.
That's fair. That's 100% fair.
We understand secrecy here. We understand.
He knows why.
And like everyone, you of course you've won an award here this evening. This is the just give us a ring sometime award. Don't be a stranger. Just anytime you want to give us a ring, that's fine. Mr. Masato, thank you so much. You are always welcome on the show here. Thank you so much. Like you said, you've been a member for going on 2 decades now, and just absolutely love the work that you do there. Thank you so much for joining us this evening.
Thank you so much, man.
I appreciate it.
Mwah.
Thank you for having me.
Hello, everybody. A round of applause from your home or apartment, pants on or pants off. We don't judge here at Scam.
Speaking of not judging, I think it's time for Harrison to do a little bit of magic.
Yes. Oh, this is so exciting. Thank you, Patrick. This is going to be awesome. Let's bring in a virtual audience member. How about Dean? I would love to talk to Dean. Dean seemed like a fun fellow. How you doing, Dean?
Doing well. How are you?
Oh, fantastic. I'm going to adjust one quick thing for my audio. While I talk to you, Dean, what do you do, Dean?
I'm a technical director for theater.
A technical director for theater. And how is that going lately?
Rather uneventful due to current circumstances.
That's fair. That's totally fair. Well, gives you a little levity and joy. I am also involved in performing arts. And I got to tell you, did you know they tax unemployment?
So I've heard.
It feels rude. It feels like if you're like, I'm really hungry, and then somebody goes to serve you food, but then takes a bite out of it right before they hand it to you.
It does seem rather cruel, at the very least.
Well, I'm going to do something for you very exciting. It's the most dangerous trick in my entire show. Are you ready?
I'm so ready.
Oh, this is going to be very exciting. You look a little bit nervous. You know what makes everybody feel less nervous?
What's that?
Stickers. I'll wear them for you, okay? I have this one. Let's get to the close-up camera. If we can bring in the close-up camera so I can show them. This is, check out these guys. These stickers say, I love Jesus. That's a pretty good one. This one says, Jesus loves me. That's pretty good. And this one just says, Mazel Tov. And the fun thing is I got to put these back in my pocket. I got to be careful when I do that because the Jesus ones burn my skin. All right, Dean, we're going to ramp up into the danger, but first we need, we're going to play a little bit of a game, okay? Just so you know, they're all different on this side. They're all different on this side. They're all the same on this side. So I will cheat, but I won't cheat you that way. Is that fair?
That is fair.
All right, cool. This is what's going to happen. As I go through the cards, I'm going to start to turn them face up one at a time, and I'll show them to the camera. I'll try to look away, but it doesn't matter if I see them or not, because at any moment while I'm showing you the cards, I want you to memorize one, okay? You're going to memorize one. Make sure you can see it clearly. Can you see the cards as they go by?
Yep.
Cool. And don't say, I got it. Because if you say, I got it, then I'm going to know immediately where the card is. I don't want any hints, Dean. So I'm going to start to go through the cards. Whenever you feel like it, you're just going to memorize one. I'll go through slowly so you can see each card as they go by. There you go. I'm going to keep going through. I'm going to show you about one or two more, so make sure you do it soon. Dean, do you have a card in your head?
Yes.
You do. Great. This is how the game is played. It's so simple. I'm going to turn over each card one at a time. I'll even show the camera. So there's 5 of hearts. There you go, 5 of hearts. I'll turn it face down, put it on this table. When we get to your card, when your card ends up face down in the table, I'm going to try to whack the card, okay? But you're going to try to beat me to it by yelling, stop, that's my card. That's not that many words. It's stop, that's my card. You have to say 4 words before I can whack this. Okay? We'll go practice one. Ready? Let's pretend that's your card.
All right. Stop, that's my card.
Oh, you would have won. You would have won because you did it before I could hit the card. Okay, perfect. That was very good, Dean. And my job is to try to beat you to it. I'm going to try to beat you to it with very fast reflexes, like a ninja. Dean, I'm going to be like a ninja, all right? Like a Jewish ninja. Like a ninju. That's what I'm going to be, Dean. A ninja, throwing stars of David. I do jujitsu and kung ju. I have Juper speed. It's my Juper power. Are you ready, Dean?
So ready.
You still look nervous. You know what I will do? I will handicap myself by wearing the traditional ninja robe. Passed down from greenbaum to greenbaum, generation to generation, from lawyer to doctor to real estate manager, the traditional ninja robe. This adds many levels of dangerousness, not just because this is highly flammable, but because my air conditioning has been off this entire program. I do it for you, Dean, so you can hear me. All right, here we go, Dean. This is the traditional ninja robe. I could see it somebody in the chat just said, that's a Snuggie. I understand the confusion, mostly because it does say Snuggie. But Dean, if this was a Snuggie, could it do this?
I would reckon not.
Check it out! Check it out, Dean. Look at it. Look at it glow. Look at it. It's beautiful. Oh, I'm like a Jewish Care Bear. I'm like a Jewish superhero. I'm like Iron Man or Spider-Man. Look at me. Look at me glow. It's beautiful. Very exciting. You have to make that one, Dean. It's not. You don't even have to make it. It's just what my chest does when I sense a sale. It's very exciting. But we're going to try this. So when your card goes down on the table right over here, you're going to yell,
stop, that's my card.
You're going to yell, stop, that's my card. I want to create a scenario for you, okay? I am just going to walk off for a second, make sure nothing happens to the cards. I'm going to turn off the lights. That's very important because this is a very important part of the show, Dean, okay? Are you ready, Dean?
I'm ready.
All right, Alexa, serious lighting, please.
It's true. I take helping you very seriously.
I know, Alexa. Alexa, serious lighting, please. That's pretty good. Serious music. Oh, can you hear that, Dean?
Yes.
Are you ready? Here we go.
I'm ready.
We're going to go card by card. The 3 of Hearts, Dean. The 3 of Hearts. The devil's favorite playing card. The 3 of Hearts. Okay, no, okay, fine. Here we go. The 7 of Hearts. The devil's other favorite playing card. Well, you're doing very fancy things with your eyebrows, Dean. You're really being theatrical with those eyebrows. That's part of your job. The 9 of Hearts, Dean. The 9 of Hearts, the card that killed Hitler. Eight of Diamonds! No one likes the Eight of Diamonds. Not even Dean. Okay. The Eight of Hearts! The card I lost my virginity to. Still not. Okay. Ooh, the Jack of Hearts! The Jack of Hearts. The devil's third favorite playing card. The Jack of Hearts.
Stop, that's my card.
What? No! Stop. Oh my, are you serious? Wait a second. Honestly?
Yeah.
Honestly, close up. I don't want to lose the shot of this at all. Do you see that? You said it was the what?
The Jack of Hearts.
The Jack of Hearts. You said it was going to be the Jack of Hearts? That's the Eight of Hearts. You said the Jack of Hearts.
Yeah. Well,
You said the Jack of Hearts, you said. Maybe it's still in the deck. It's not in the deck, Dean. It's not in the deck. I picked you. I saw that man bud, and I saw that Dracula poster, and I was like, that's the man who makes the mistakes. I'm going to take advantage of him. And I pounced on you. Check this out, Dean. This is crazy. I'm going to move these. Check this out, Dean. This is crazy. Underneath the traditional ninja robe, underneath the Italian suit jacket, inside the sealed button pocket of my jeans. Look at it. Dean, look at it.
I'm looking.
Dean, look at it. I have a close-up
No,
camera.
no.
Look at it. Dean, look at it.
I
Look at
promise
my
I
butt.
am looking.
Look at it. I said this was the most dangerous trick, and you know why? It's because I could fart at any moment. Look at it, Dean. It's beautiful. Didn't you want to see this? Look at it. Don't you dare look away, Dean. There you go. Take it in, audience. Yeah, that's for you. That's for you. My neighbors are going to think this is a different kind of show, and they might be right this time. But check it out. Inside my wallet, check this out. Inside my wallet is $3 because I'm a professional magician. Also, fake credit cards for the ladies. But Dean, inside this sealed, stitched pocket, you'll see when you open it up, you'll hear it open. Oh, there's stitching right here. There's stitching. The only way to get something in there would be to open this up. And inside an isolated pocket in an isolated wallet, in my isolated pants, check this out, is my license. Do you see that? That's me.
Right.
That's me when I was 16, Dean. Do you see the difference? Here, let's go wide for a second. See the difference? This is me with a beard, and this is me when I had hope.
It's been some years.
I have dreams in the eyes. Do you remember that? But check this out. Underneath my license, inside a wallet that was inside my pants, underneath the jacket, underneath the Snuggies, one card and one card only. What was the card that you were just thinking about?
It was the Jack of Hearts.
It was the Jack of Hearts? One card and one card only. The Jack of Hearts! Yes! Keep it going for Dean, everybody! You were amazing, Dean. That's fantastic. Oh,
Harrison,
wow.
that was great. Harrison, I have to say, in the comments, I don't know if we can pull up Steve Snedeker's comment there from YouTube there. Yeah, you triggered his Alexa, but I think you also triggered a lot of our audience with that trick.
You know what, though? I'll tell you this. Steve, ready for this? Alexa, order a big dildo.
I don't know.
We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens to our viewers. That's
Let's
going to be very
see,
exciting.
let's see. Harrison, per tradition, you have actually won an award tonight, and I'm really excited to present this to you. This is the award for one of the hosts of Scam Award.
Wow.
You know, it's not one of the ones that speaks to quality of host or anything like that, but this does an award giving to someone who is a host of Scam. And so
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm gonna be honest. I was gonna say, you know, it seems so similar to the other award, and yet still somehow way more hurtful.
You know, you'll have to take it up to with the committee. You know, these things. The awards committee that settles these things and decides these things. They're pretty precise with their language. I would have maybe decided differently, but you'll have to take it up with them.
Well, you know what? That brings us to the end of our meeting. But before we do, a couple of quick plugs. If you'd like to buy our merchandise, it's beautiful. And a percentage of the profits goes to great charities. Just use Scam for Good. You get a discount. 3 great charities, Black Lives Matter Global Initiative, Loveland Foundation, and Campaign Zero. They all get a piece. So make sure you do that. And also make sure you sign up for our email list. You can do that by going to magicscam.com, or please don't visit this website.com. It's so clear, and yet so many people ignore exactly what it says right there. And most importantly, too, if you'd like to be part of our virtual audience, let's bring on our virtual audience one more time. Yes, we have Louisville, Kentucky. That's Lacey. We have Vincent. That's fantastic. And we have, of course, Dean. Yeah, that's right. We have Dean, Vincent, and if you would like to be part of this incredible virtual audience, you just email us magicscamnyc@gmail.com, and you can always donate to our show, which goes to our performers. That's Venmo @Harrison Greenbaum. Any amount is appreciated, and it goes directly to our performers. So thank you so much to everybody who has been doing it for the past episodes, and to those who've done it for this episode. Venmo @Harrison Greenbaum. Patrick, do you want to kick off our thank yous?
Yeah, before we do, I just want to say real quick, if you do go to our website, magicscam.com, or please don't visit this website.com, and you do sign up for our email list, that's a great thing to sign up for. You get an email reminder about the show each week. It tells you who's on the show each week. It'll also be the place where we will be announcing certain things like promo codes for the merch store, or whenever we transition to a live show. Here in New York City, you'll be the first one to know about that, and you'll be the first one to be able to get access to tickets through that email list. And I don't want you to worry. We're not going to take your email, and we don't sell it to the big, email spamming houses, mostly because we don't know how to. If anyone knows the people that run the big email spamming houses, we are happy to sell our email list to them.
That's right. And also, we also are against spam, mostly because the Spam is an arch rival organization to Scam. Scam is very anti-spam, and you can look up the history of that organization at your peril. A huge thank you to all the artists that joined us. That's right. Alex Boyce opened it up. Lindsay Noel from Philadelphia, and also from Philadelphia, Mr. Masato. 3 incredible performers. And a huge thank to our producers in Las Vegas, our famous Las Vegas producers, Nikki and Steve. They are amazing, and we could not do the show without them. A big thanks to Emily, our social media director, and of course to everybody who's watching from literally all over the world. We have Linda out in Perth, Australia. We have people in Philadelphia. We have people in New York, people in California. So thank you so much for being a fan from all over the world. Follow us at Magic Scam. We have great content coming to you all week. That has been episode 14 of Magic Scam. Patrick, would you like to call this meeting to a close?
Yes, I would. I call this meeting to close. My name is Patrick Davis, and right next to me is my co-host,
Harrison Greenbaum.
There we go. You can follow us down there below, and we will see you next week, Thursday, 8 p.m., same time, same place. Wherever you found us this week, you'll be able to find us next week. Folks, so long, and we'll see you next week at Scam.